Okay, I think it is visible to you now. Vertical झाला नाही का? Horizontal झाला नाही. Okay, now copy. Those who have not calculated along with me, they are requested to copy it. So we'll go for the next point. Do you understand how did this? We have converted that liter into meter cube. So that's why divided by 10,000 to this. So here I have written into 10 raised to 3. Then conversion of milligram into gram. Again there will be a divided by 10,000, 1,000. So again I have written here 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3, 10 raised to 3 gets cancelled, remain only these two numbers and these two units, milligram, sorry, that milligram. So gram per day. Again I have converted gram per day into kg per day by dividing 1,000, that is 10 raised to 3. So now answer is 10,000 gram kg per day as a food. Now we will calculate the M. Okay, what is the formula to M? That is V into HT. I will erase the above part. Okay, what is the M? M is the V into XT. Okay, M is equal to V into XT. V is given to you 15,500 meter cube. Okay, into XT. XT is given to you as a 3,000 milligram per liter. V into XT. Now M, you need to calculate M into kg. So calculate it into kg. Convert it. Again I will go for liter into meter cube. So it will multiply by 1,000 and again milligram to gram divided by 1,000. So that will get cancelled. 10 raised to 3 divided by 10 raised to 3. 10 raised to 3 for conversion of liter into meter cube and milligram into gram divided by 10 raised to 3. So this terminology gets cancelled. Meter cube gets cancelled, and then 15,500 into 3,000 grams. Is it? Again you can convert it into, what is the multiplication now? And write it into kg. Write it into kg directly.
46,500.
46,500. Good. 46,500 kg. Yes. Now you can calculate, write the final answer. F by M ratio. F is equal to, what is the F? 10,000 divided by M is 46,500 is equal to, calculate and tell me, it is the ratio. So there will not be the unit for that ratio. Or we may write usually, yes, 0.215. Okay, and how we write the F by M ratio, that I will tell you. Before that, you just copy all the remaining students. You please copy here up to here. I think you understood. We are calculating F by M ratio. There is a unit conversion. Lot of unit conversion is there. Those are able to convert directly without writing this way. They can convert it without making mistake. There is no need to write this way. But for your understanding, I have written in this manner. Okay, because it will, whether session is getting recorded or not. Please check.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So for understanding purpose, how the unit conversion is done, I have written in this manner separately. Otherwise, directly also you can put the F as a Q into LA upon M as a V into XT directly formula, and then putting the value and then the final answer. Okay. So please complete up to this part.
Madam.
Then yes, please.
Madam, per day हे unit राहतंय ना ते.
That I am going to explain you further. That's why I am asking to complete up to this, and then I will tell you how to write the F by M ratio. I am going to tell you. In what format the F by M ratio should be written, that I am going to tell you. If you have finished, let me know. Okay, I hope you have finished. Right now, next line. Therefore, F by M ratio is equal to. Therefore, F by M ratio is equal to 0.215 kg of BOD per day, kg of BOD per day per kg of MLSS, per kg of MLSS. Are you getting? Got your answer. Therefore, F by M ratio is equal to 0.215 kg of BOD5 per day per kg of MLSS. This is the unit being used for to report, to demonstrate the food to microorganism ratio. So that's why I told you that per day you were asking, someone was asking to that per day is getting remained over there, but this will be the reading format for the food to microorganism ratio. Getting? Is that clear, please?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have noted, okay, thank you. If you have noted down, we'll go to the next question. So these two we have finished, HRT and food to microorganism ratio. Now we'll go to determine the. We'll go to determine. We will go to determine the percentage efficiency of BOD removal. Okay. Shall I erase all the board? percentage efficiency of percentage efficiency of BOD removal. How to calculate the percentage efficiency of BOD removal? And usually we give the notation eta, that is percentage efficiency is equal to eta is equal to, here I have given the notation initially CI and CE. When you are calculating efficiency, you can write the formula CI minus CE upon CI into 100 is equal to, CI is given to you, CI is nothing but the incident BOD. In that particular time, how much BOD was applied, that is CI, and CE means after treatment, how much BOD was remained after that treatment process is the CE. So when it is entered, it was 200 milligram per liter minus 25 milligram per liter upon CI is the 200 milligram per liter. So here is no conversion of units, so there is no need to write the units. Okay, simply you can write down 200 minus 25 divided by 200 is equal to, calculate it now, 200 minus 25, yes, so multiplied by 100,
87.5 rupees.
yes. What is the efficiency of your aeration tank to remove the BOD? It is 87.5%. What is the efficiency? 87.5%. It will remove the 87.5% of BOD and remaining will go towards the effluent. Whatever the water is leaving from the tank, in that BOD will remain as 12.5%. 12.5%, because the efficiency of your tank is 87.5%. It's easy now. So now the last one is the theta C. Theta C. Calculate sludge age. Theta C formula, fourth one point. Theta C formula. Can somebody help me to get the formula? That is V into XT. V into XT upon, what was the formula? Yes, please. V into XT upon, I think, QW into XR plus Q minus QW into XE. That was the formula. Is it? In the last lecture, we saw that formula. Okay. Now, all the parameters are given to you. V is given to you. What is the V? 15,500. Okay, into XT. What is the XT? XT is given to you 3,000. And if it is not given, many of the times the XT value is not being given. So at that time, you should assume. You should assume. How you should assume? Because the design parameters I have dictated you. Is it? For the solid, sorry, for which conventional activated sludge process, conventional aeration tank, as well as for the completely mixed aeration tank, I have given to you the design parameters. From that chart, you can assume many of the times that XT is not being given to you. Sometimes the you to F by H2. That time also you should assume from that chart. Okay, usually only these two parameters may ask you to assume. So you should remember what are these two parameters. We'll recite once again that F by M ratio for conventional 0.3 to 0.4, and for complete mix it is 0.5 to 0.3, and MLFS concentration for the conventional type of aeration tank it is 1500 to 3000 milligram per liter, and for the complete mix it is in the range of 3000 to 4000. Only these four parameters you remember, because usually sometimes, many of the times, they are asking you to assume these parameters. Okay. Otherwise, all things are very simple with the formula you are supposed to go for. Okay. Somebody please tell me the answer. I will not note down here everything. Or do you want me to write down here everything? QW is given to you 250 into XR is given to you 12,000 plus Q is given to you 50,000 minus QW is given to you 250 into XE is given to you 40. Simply you are supposed to calculate and write down the answer. Hitachi. Again, Hitachi, in what you are going to calculate? In a day. Okay, now we'll see another type of problem. It is also a simple problem I will go to explain, but different type. Okay, write down problem. Shall I dictate? Shall I dictate? New problem. Practice problems also we will take. We'll finish first the types and then we'll take the practice problem. Okay, in the next lecture, if you wish.
Madam, 9.318.
It align
9.318.
Yes, or you can simply write down 9.32 days. 9.32 days. Okay. Have you? Does everybody finish this? I will request whenever I am dictating, I am conducting lecture through the board. You please keep on talking instead of writing the writing in a chat box, because I am unable to check the chat box. Okay, so it will be easy if you will talk. Okay. Shall I go to the next point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Write down problem. Design a conventional activated sludge plant. Design a conventional activated sludge plant to treat domestic sewage to treat domestic sewage with the following data. With the following data. With the following data. First one, write down population 35,000. 35,000. हा डिफरंट टाइप्सचा प्रॉब्लेम आहे. आपण रिव्हिजन प्रॉब्लेम घेऊ त्यावेळेस तो दुसरा परत एकदा घेऊया. ओके. Population 35,000. Average sewage flow is equal to 180 liter per capita per day. 180 LPCD. That is liter per capita per.
लाईट बंद कर. काय म्हणू नको.
Ma'am, repeat that sentence.
Yes. Someone was disturbing us. Okay. First one, population 35,000. Okay. You might have written. Second one, average sewage flow 180 liter per capita per day. Shortly you can mention, right? LPCD. LPCD stands for liter per capita per day. Per capita in the sense per person. Okay. Then the third one, BOD of sewage flow. BOD of sewage flow is 220 milligram per liter. 220 milligram per liter. Fourth one, BOD removal in primary treatment. BOD removal in primary treatment is equal to 30%. BOD removal in primary treatment is 30%. Next one point, overall BOD reduction desired. Overall BOD reduction desired is equal to 85%. Means in short it is given to you as a eta, or we can say it is a efficiency is given to you. Overall BOD removal desired is given to you 85%. Have you finished this problem? If it is, I will read it once again. Design a conventional activated sludge plant to treat domestic sewage with the following data. Population is equal to 35,000. Average sewage flow is given to you 180 liter per capita per day. Then BOD of sewage flow is given to you 220 milligram per liter. Then overall BOD reduction desired is equal to 85%. Okay. Now, from that, first of all, you need to calculate the daily sewage flow. You need to calculate the daily sewage flow. So first of all, we will calculate daily sewage flow. Daily sewage flow is equal to daily sewage flow is equal to daily sewage flow total population multiplied by average sewage flow is given to you. Correct. Population into average sewage flow is given to you 180 per capita. So population into average sewage flow. is equal to, population is given to you 3,500 into average sewage flow is given to you 180 liter per day. Liter per day is equal to, yes,
Population is
35,000.
yes, 40,
population is 35,000.
yes, yes, thank you. Now calculate it, daily sewage flow. Daily sewage flow is given to you 35,000. Daily,
6.3 into 10⁶ liter per day.
एक second. 35,000 is given to your population. Write it now. So, what?
6.3 into 10⁶.
I will ask you meter cube per day. Simply meter cube per day. Tell me the answer now.
63,000.
63,000 meter cube per day. Simply 63,000 meter cube per day. येते का सगळ्यांचं? 63,000 meter cube per day.
Madam, 6,300 meter cube per day.
Sorry, I have written rightly 6,300. बरोबर आहे ना?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Again, I have started. Okay, now next one. What we have to find out? BOD coming to aeration tank. BOD coming to aeration tank. So I need to draw one figure. I will draw. Okay, this is a sewage flow coming to the first primary clarifier. Then it will go to the primary clarifier. Usually we show in a circular form. Okay, primary clarifier. Then it will go to the aeration tank, and then it will go to the secondary clarifier, and from secondary clarifier sludge will be returned to the aeration tank and sewage will go out. Okay, so here air we are going to add, sewage or the Q is here, and the applied BOD in a sewage, it is given to you as a 220 milligram per liter. Is it? It is given to you 220 milligram per liter as a BOD, applied BOD. So I have written here. And the second sentence, they made that in primary, what is written? BOD removed in a primary treatment, it is about 30%. Means this tank is going to be removed the 30% of BOD. So how much will be applied here? It will be applied 70%. It will be applied to the aeration tank as a 70%, or we may write here as a 70%. Here I should write 70% because 30% is already removed in a primary settling tank. So 70% is applied to the aeration tank. So what you will have to calculate that it is given in a percentage, but you will have to find out the value. Is it? So I will write now BOD applied to aeration tank. BOD applied to the aeration tank is equal to, how will you calculate this? BOD applied to the aeration tank, it is 70% of total. Is it? It is 70% of total. बरोबर आहे का? समजतंय का? 70% of total. What is the total? Total applied is given to you here, 220. So I will write in a mathematical form, 70 upon 100 into 220. 220 is equal to, calculate the answer. Do you understand?
154.
Yes, it is 154. Do you understand? It's a simple to find out because 30% your primary clarifier is going to be removed, only 70% will remain, and that will be applied to the aeration tank. Okay, now it will be 154 milligram per liter. Okay, now another one sentence is given to you in a problem. I will read it. Overall BOD reduction desired is equal to 85%. किती रिमूव्ह केला पाहिजे तुमच्या ह्या एरिएशन टँक नंतर, or here, whatever may be the here or here, efficiency will be the same. It should be removed 85%. Means it is allowed to remain the 15% in a effluent. Sorry, 15% in a effluent. It is allowed to remain 15% in a effluent. बरोबर आहे? It is allowed to remain 15% in a effluent. So write down BOD left in effluent. BOD left in effluent is equal to 15% of total. So what is the 15% into 15 upon 100 into? So this diagram I have drawn to make you understand. Is it? हे जर मी ओरली सांगितलं असतं की इथं 30% रिमूव्ह होतं, इथं 70% अप्लाय होतंय आणि शेवटच्या वेळेला तुम्हाला जे इफ्लुएंट बाहेर पडणार आहे त्या ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट मधून त्याच्यामध्ये 15% शिल्लक राहिलं तरी चालतं. आय टोल्ड यू द डिझायरेबल पॅरामीटर्स फॉर द वेस्ट वॉटर for with respect to BOD, it is allowed to remain the 30 milligram per liter अच्छा आसपास, or here it is mentioned rightly as a 15%. Okay, problem to problem, so it will change. So 15% will be allowed to remain in a effluent. Means remaining part should be treated. That should be the efficiency of your treatment plant. Okay, so 85% is the efficiency of your treatment plant. So 15 upon 100 of total is the 220 milligram per liter, and find out the answer. Yes, 33 milligram per liter. What we are doing actually, everything is given to you in a percentage form. 33 milligram per liter. Don't forget to write down the unit for the any of the answer. Okay, so what we are trying to do, everything is given to you in a percentage form and you should find out in a value form. Is it? Because the applied values are there, but for everywhere wherever there is a efficiency issue, we should find out in the value form. Then only we can design the treatment plant. Otherwise in a percentage form we cannot design the unit operation or unit process. So you can write down BOD left in effluent. BOD left in effluent is equal to 33 milligram per liter. 33 milligram per liter. Therefore, next line write down. Next line write down. BOD is removed in activated plant. BOD removed in an activated plant is equal to 154 minus 33. कसं केलं कळालं का? 154 minus 33. 154 is the BOD applied to the aeration tank. Is it rightly mentioned here? You can see. Okay. Then BOD allowed to remain in a effluent plant. It is 33 milligram per liter. So BOD removed in an activated treatment aeration tank is equal to 154 minus 33 is equal to 121 milligram per liter. 121 milligram per liter. Then what efficiency is required for the aeration tank. Therefore, efficiency required in aeration tank is equal to write down now. Now you got the question notations of answers for CI, answer for CE. Then you can calculate efficiency required is equal to CI minus CE upon CI. What is the CI value? It is 154. And what is the CE value? It is 33. 154 minus 33 upon 154. It is, you will get the efficiency of your actual efficiency of your activated sludge treatment process. CI minus CE upon CI into 100 is equal to 154 minus 33 upon 154 into 100 is equal to, you may get the answer 79%. Is that clear up to this? Shall I move to the next point? Is that clear up to this?
Madam,
Yes, please. I was expecting a question and I hope the
Madam.
question will be the same what I am thinking. Yes, please.
मॅडम बीओडी रिडक्शन डिझायर्ड आहे 85% आहे, मग ती 70% आहे तिथं तुम्ही
Exactly.
टोटलच्या
Exactly.
85 नाही 30% मायनस करून पुन्हा ती 70% आहे हेच 100% धरून त्याच्या 85% रिडक्शन करायचे.
कसं परत एकदा विचारा. विचारा.
70% जे आहे ना,
70% applied to the aeration tank. Correct.
ते त्याला 100% कन्सिडर करून त्यातनं पुन्हा 15% रिडक्शन करायचे. म्हणजे मला म्हणायचं होतं की 70% आहे ते 100% कन्सिडर करायचे.
70% आहे ते 100% कन्सिडर करायचं आणि तिथून पुढं परत त्याची एफिशियन्सी काढायची असं तुमचं म्हणणं आहे का?
हो.
नाही, कसं आहे की तुम्हाला देताना काय दिलेलं आहे की, एक सेकंड ना, मला एकदा रिव्ह्यू करू द्या तुमचा क्वेश्चन करेक्ट आहे का नाही, मला एकदा 2 मिनिटं बघू द्या. 70%, 65% ऑफ टोटल. Okay. You are asking that whatever 70% is applied, that you should assume 100% and then 15% is allowed to remain in the existing. That you are thinking. Am I right?
Yes, madam.
Am I right? So what is the given in question? You read once again. You read it once again. Overall BOD reduction desired. ओव्हरऑल बीओडी रिडक्शन डिझायर्ड हे एक्सपेक्ट आहे की पूर्ण प्लांट मध्ये तुमचं 85% रिडक्शन रिक्वायर्ड आहे, बरोबर आहे. आणि मग आपण इफिशियन्सी कशाची काढतोय तर याची इफिशियन्सी काढतोय, बरोबर आहे. या प्लांटची, या ट्रीटमेंट प्लांटची इफिशियन्सी काढतोय आणि या ट्रीटमेंट प्लांटची इफिशियन्सी काढत असताना तुम्ही काय केलंय की इथं 70% अप्लाय झालाय, म्हणजे किती अप्लाय झालाय की तो 154 अप्लाय झालेला आहे. आणि 154 अप्लाय झालेला असताना इथं दुसरा सेंटेन्स असं दिलेलं आहे की ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट ट्रीट झाल्यानंतर जे काही वेस्ट वॉटर राहतंय त्या वेस्ट वॉटर मध्ये 15% राहते. त्यांनी असं म्हटलेलं की याच्या 15% राहते, तर ते सगळ्याच्या 15% अलाउड आहे. म्हणजे तुम्ही जितकं काय तुमच्या वेस्ट वॉटर ट्रीटमेंट प्लांट मध्ये येईल त्या एका पर्टिक्युलर इंडस्ट्री मधून किंवा एका विलेज मधून किंवा एखाद्या सिटी मधून, त्याच्यातलं 15% तुमच्या सिवेज मध्ये राहिलं तरी अलाउड आहे असं तिथं मेन्शन केलेलं आहे. सो दॅट 50% इज विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू ऑफ टोटल 220. आणि जर असं तिथं स्पेसिफिकली मेन्शन केलेलं असतं की ट्रीट झाल्यानंतर एरिएशन टँक मध्ये असं स्पेसिफिकली मेन्शन केलं का की त्या एरिएशन टँकच्या 15% तुमची राहू द्यात व्हॅल्यू. दे आर टॉकिंग